So it's nearly that time again, the burning season in northern Thailand, in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and it's already started, and today we're going to talk about it. As the cool season starts to end, the smoke and the burning starts. This is normally around February that it used to be, but it gets earlier and earlier some years, and yeah, the last couple of years has been early. Now it is the end of the year. I'm recording this right at the end of December 2023, and it's already started and there's already smoke in the air. It's not as bad as what it's going to be, but it's still unhealthy. If you've never been to Chiang Mai, or you're getting ready to come to Chiang Mai and you don't know about any of this, we're going to go over some of the key points and the key factors about smoky season in Chiang Mai, burning season. The rainy season is normally over in Chiang Mai by November, and that's when you can start to see the effects of the burning as early as December, like now and the last year as well. It's starting in December. What I will say is, normally when it starts off early in December, you will see it for a few weeks and then it would disappear again. But you just never know year by year how bad it's going to be, early or not early. Generally, it will come like now, then it will maybe disappear or be really good for a couple of weeks before the real heavy stuff comes January, February, March. So what is burning season? Burning season is when the local farmers and the people here start to burn the fields for the new crop the following year. Burning can also be intentionally lit fires around the area, and it can also be the city itself, where the traffic and the fumes and a lot of the new cars and the new transport these days are better green, but Thailand has still got a load of old cars, old motor vehicles, and that can, you can see that at other times of the year, where just the city itself with the transport causes a lot of bad air. I think this is the same in Bangkok and big cities. So Chiang Mai seems to get the brunt of people talking about the burning season. The burning season is not only in Chiang Mai, it's all across the north, and it's the last couple of years it has been hard to get away from all over Thailand. You would have to go to the deep south, which we will talk about shortly. So how bad is the burning season in Chiang Mai? That's what everybody wants to know, right? And there's no real answer for this. Every year is different. If they're burning really bad on one day, it can get really bad overnight, and another day it can be really good again. So it's all potluck. Nobody's got a magic wand, and nobody really knows what each day is going to bring. The wind and the weather plays an important factor. If it's windy, it can blow it out. It can make it worse sometimes as well. But I think we do pray for wind here, we do pray for rain when it gets really smoky, and the weather can change things, or even a freak downpour that time of year. That would really help as well. I remember one year, I can't remember where we had some downpours, and obviously people cannot burn if it's been raining, so that really helped a little bit. I'm sure it was last year around February time or something, but it might have been a different year. If you're in Chiang Mai and you're living here or you're staying here during this time, the best way to monitor this is get the app on your phone. I will try and put the app up on the screen, the one that most people use. I have a quick look in the morning. You can set it on your phone to just show you as a widget on your phone in the morning, so you don't even have to look. It's a good tool. It's not an accurate tool. It can vary. I've had a friend, it lives 5 minutes away. He had a totally different reading, but there is different readings around where they take the readings. I know there's not many either, so it can be a bit misleading, but it's a good app to use just to see if things are getting bad. I mean, your eyes tell you the truth anyway, right? You can look out the window and you can see how bad things are. People have done that before, put online, it's not that bad today, and I can look out the window and I can see very well how bad it is myself. So the app, take it with a pinch of salt, but it's always good to have on your phone. When you're searching to see how bad it is in Chiang Mai, you might come across, where you will, online social media sites where a lot of people are saying it's nothing, you can do it, it's no problem, people are arguing about it, but it's not the same for everybody. Everybody's different, and you know, it's cool to say, oh, it's great here, we have no problems, but somebody else could have major problems here. This is I've never left for burning season before, but I'm seriously thinking about it this year, because last year 2023 was horrific. I could live through it, but it's not pleasant. And the main thing is, what's it doing to you? It's easy to say it's okay, but you never know what it's doing to you. Of course other cities are like this. People say it's like it in LA and London and things, but Chiang Mai is situated in a bowl. It's a jungle. It's a city cut out of a jungle. Lots of cities around the north are, and it gets trapped here. That's the problem. It gets trapped, and it's hard to get rid of this smog. So my advice is always do your research, listen to a few people, see how sensitive you are to smoke, and maybe if you've got asthma, or if you want to be outside all the time when you're here. These are the things that you would probably have to cut down if you're here during the burning season. I would never ever tell anybody not to come here, but at the same time, I'm not sugarcoating it. It's a polluted place during January to April, I'm going to say, because that's when there's going to be smoke present. It's going to be worse in March and April, but these are the times where it's going to be bad here. So don't come here if you're expecting an amazing time and then you realize that the burning is so bad that it's going to affect your lifestyle here. Leaving, and should you leave? This is a different answer for everybody. I mean, I've lived through 4 or 5 of them already. During the COVID years, it was easily done here, but the last couple of years have been horrendous. Last year was one of the worst in a long time. Some people can't leave Chiang Mai, right? Some people cannot leave. They have maybe jobs here, they've got children here, and they've got a life here, so it's difficult. But a lot of people, and this year, if you cannot see the mountain, this is a good indicator for me. If you can't see the mountain out your window, then you know something is getting bad. It's really bad, and maybe you should think about heading out for a little bit if you can. We're going to move on to that in a minute, but yeah, it's never nice staying here when you can't see the mountain and your balcony is full of, you know, ash. Feels like ash in the morning, and soot or whatever, you know, just dust, and it's not very nice. So how can you get away from the smoke? Some people seem to think anywhere down south it's going to be okay, but don't let that fool you. Some places down south is just going to be just the same, or some days it could be even worse. Places like Pattaya and Hua Hin, the smoke can get down there too, and it can be polluted down there. The places that you're going to need to go are places mainly deeper south, like Phuket and Koh Samui, Koh Lanta. These are the places where a lot of people go now to get away from it, where you're south enough to get away from the burning in the north and around Thailand. It's not all a Thailand thing as well, people. It's, you know, Myanmar can be burning and other places as well. As you can see, it's not really bad at the minute, but the numbers are unhealthy today, and they have been in the last few days. So if you didn't want to leave Chiang Mai, what are your options if you don't want to leave? Your option 1 is to get an air purifier and have it running in your condo, in your house, and limit your time outside. I mean, if you're into exercise or you like going out a lot, you would probably have to limit that and stay home with the purifier. N95 mask, proper mask. If you want to go out, if you still want to go out and do things, you can get the proper mask. That's going to help, of course. I don't like living my life like that. I'm not sure if you do. Even though it's for 3 or 4 months a year, that's still a long time, right? We all had enough of masks during COVID, but yeah, that's your options. An air purifier. Limit your time outside. Oh no, but wait a minute, I heard there was a burning ban in place. There's been a burning ban for a long time, guys. Don't let that fool you either. Farmers around here are going to burn. It's their livelihood. It's what they live on. It's what they need to do. this burning ban, don't let it fool you, man. There's going to be burning here. I mean, hopefully in the future this burning ban does help. I'm not saying it doesn't matter, because I hope one day that it really does and they can find a solution for the burning. But the burning ban doesn't mean a turd, man. It doesn't mean nothing. There's going to be burning here. Nobody knows how bad again, but the burning ban doesn't mean anything. So I just wanted to do this little update and say a bit more detail. I'll probably do one of these every year, and hopefully every year I do them a little bit better, because yeah, I've had one more experience with the burning season. So these are my honest opinions. They're not the correct opinions for everybody. This is just what I think. People ask for my opinion on burning all the time. There's probably going to be a lot of messages from this vlog as well. It's a bit noisy up here, guys. I'm sorry. I'm at the Doi Cam temple, where you can get a proper view of the city. I'm not sure how well the camera's picking it up, but there's quite a lot of smog over the city as I'm looking out now. It's quite bad. Nothing what it's going to be, but yes, well and truly started. Again, people ask me, Wayne, should I come? I cannot answer that question for you. I cannot. I tend to not answer, because everybody's different. How can I say don't come if I've been here for 4 years myself and not left? So online people will be defending either side, but at the end of the day it's not healthy, and I'm probably going to bail this year. I'm probably going to bail out and go somewhere. I mean, even if it stayed like this, just light like this, even though it's in the unhealthies now, I will probably just go somewhere just to get out of it, because every day is when it wears you down. There has been a couple years where it went okay again for a week or two, and that's not so bad. So if it's like that again, it won't be so bad. So there's the main city over there, look. This is the main city. This is just like the outskirts a little bit, so I'm not sure what you can see, but it is smoggy.
เมื่อท่านมาถึงแล้วเพียงแต่ท่านจุดธูป3 ดอกเท่านั้นเองแล้วก็ขอพรจากท่านเพียงแต่เราเอ่ยชื่อของเราข้าพเจ้าชื่อนี้นามสกุลนี้มาขอพรหลวง
So there, that is my burning season vlog for this year. You decide whether you want to come or not. What I would say is, if you can avoid it, stay down south. If you're already down south and you're having a great life down there, you're having a great time, you might as well just stay down there until, even if you come back up here for Songkran, even if you came back up towards the end of burning, that would be my advice every time. If you have to stay here, you have to stay here, and you can do the things that we discussed on this vlog, which I've done for the previous years. You make your decision. I will keep everybody updated, because we're not even in the thick of it yet. So if it gets really bad, of course I'm going to do another vlog, and yeah, even if I leave here, you will see in the vlogs anyway. So I'm going to check out. Nice view of the mountain there. There's a little tiny haze over it. It's nothing major yet, but you can never see it when you're up close. Back in the city, this looks like 5 to 10 times worse, and it is unhealthy in the city at the minute as well, and we're still early. I'm going to stop waffling. Hope you're all safe and sound as always, and I will see you in the next one. So take it easy, man. Take it easy.
Just trying to get something